troublemakers, the time has come. I forget what the inciting incident was this week, but I was talking to Marlaina, as I do like 80 times a week, and I love it. Marlaina's the best, as you know. And oh, you know what? I think she was trying to get me to go later on Bill Maher, who we'll talk about it. I said, we've got to save it for the troublemakers. And I said, you know what? This is enough. Enough is enough. We have got to have an intervention. The time has come. We have got to have an intervention about your raging crush on Bill Maher. So we are going to watch this first clip, and then we're going to bring Marlaina in, and we're going to do a little back and forth and have her defend a man who may be coming up as her next great love. Okay, Bill Maher. This is what got me started this year, as the nerve just began to get itself off the ground. His op-ed on all the women who said, "Hey, Diddy abused the shit out of me." Cassie being one of them, and that video that we were all subjected to seeing over and over and over of Sean Combs beating the shit out of Cassie in a hotel hallway, like at an elevator bank, and then dragging her down a hallway by her hair. Here's what Bill Maher had to say to women about that.
Things have changed enough so that moving forward, the rule should be, if you're being abused, you got to leave right away.
So, Marlaina, that was the inciting clip. And, Bill went on to say that, women, it's basically, the implication was, it's your fault if you stick around. You know what this guy's going to do. And if he's going to beat you, he's going to keep beating you, with no acknowledgement of the absolute insidious subtleties that lead women to stay, or the factors that include the safety of their own children, or an economic or psychological inability to get out. So tell me how it is that your crush has remained intact, let alone flourished, lo these many months. And I love your t-shirt.
Thank you. Okay, so I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you when it comes to that particular soundbite that we grabbed from Bill Maher this year. However, Bill Maher is more than just one soundbite, as we all are. Okay,
this was an op-ed. Okay, I'm going to be editorially fair to the nerve. We did not pluck that out and make it sound like something it wasn't. That was like a 7 to 10 minute op-ed at the end of Real Time, and it's faithful to the sum and substance of his remarks.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, thank you for acknowledging.
It's his new rule. That's the end of his show. It's his new rule segment. And he said what he said. But I said that I agree with Bill Maher, like, 97% of the time. So that could have been within the 3% of where he was off the mark. Go ahead, hit me.
Does it bother you that he's off the mark, though, about the abuse of women and, contributing to the continued misogynistic notion that it's the victims to blame? Because I think what that op-ed should have been is, hey, men, don't lay hands on a woman. Problem solved.
That is true. It was not his best moment. I can't defend Bill Maher on this one, but that's your first bullet. Continue.
Okay. I love that we're doing this. Okay. Bill Maher has Drew Barrymore, who managed to survive Hollywood as a child by the skin of her teeth. Okay. Her mother was taking her to Studio 54 when she was like 7. Okay. Here's what Bill has to say to Drew, who I think remains psychologically, just my opinion, damaged and quite stunted by her Hollywood childhood. Here's what Bill has to say to a much younger Drew. Here we go.
So if menopause, that makes you what, 50?
Yeah, Perry.
Oh, but you look great for 50.
Thanks.
I mean, you're still super fuckable.
I think that if you encountered Bill Maher in the wild, say you're at some sleazy LA sex club, whatever, that he is a member of, Sanctum, at least as recently as we last checked. I don't know if he's paid his dues. I don't know if his yearly dues are up to date. But anyway, I think that might be
they're wearing red lingerie and totally turning him out.
Right, because Bill does not like red lingerie, as
Yes.
stated on a recent episode of his pod Club Random. But if Bill Maher used that line on you, hey Marlaina, like are you in menopause? I don't even care to know what perimenopause is, but hey, you're still super fuckable. What would your response to Bill Maher be?
It would go in one ear and out the other because I'm not easily offended. But the part about this whole interview he had with Drew Barrymore, I do take issue with, but not to the same level that you're taking issue with. You hate the fact that he said that she was super fuckable. I actually agree. I hate the fact that he said that she was super fuckable because I don't think she's super fuckable. I think she's done. Dunzo Munzo, no offense to Drew Barrymore and all the other women. I am not someone who, I play for the girls team. That doesn't sound right.
Marlaina, by the way, can I say this to the troublemakers? That the thing that cracks me up most about you is Marlaina thinks everybody's gay. She thinks everyone is gay. So, but except for herself.
Oh, you got it all turned around. But I don't think everybody's gay. I just think that a good majority of people border on gay-ish. And they either don't know it, they don't see it, they don't want to see it, or it'll be in their next lifetime. But that's not the point. The point is that Drew Barrymore, I don't think is super fuckable. So Bill Maher is wrong in his assessment, but him saying it is not that deep. I'm of a generation that does not care about language like that.
Listen, you and I are a similar generation. We're both Gen X, but I'm going to say that this is why I find it offensive. And like you, I'm not easily offended. Like, hence what I'm doing right here. What bothers me about it is it's in the context of, Bill is interested. Are you menopausal? Okay. Oh, perimenopausal. Oh, but you're still fuckable and still, or super, and still is the operative word there, because in Bill's world, only if you are of age where you are can still reproduce. Not that he has any interest in that. So I don't understand the issue here. Are you a sexually viable woman in his eyes? Do you have a beauty and sexuality and a joie de vivre that makes you still attractive to men of his age who he somehow thinks should be exclusively dating women who are 35 and under? Know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I think he was just trying to figure out how old she was. I think it was really like that black and white. He was trying to do the math, and perimenopause puts you around 50, so he was correct. And as far as his taste in women, or girls, let's move on, because I can't really defend the 40-year difference thing that he does. I just can't defend it.
Okay, so now to our, oh my God, you know what? This is the final show before our Nerve Awards. We have new content coming after that, troublemakers, not to worry. But when Marlaina and I saw this, we said we absolutely need a very certain something on the Nerve Awards stage. And that will be augmented with related accessories, but we're not going to spoil the surprise. The real reason we're here today is Marlaina's intervention. And here is Bill telling Cheryl Hines what kind of boudoir wear he will and will not abide. Let's go.
I do not like red on women.
You don't?
No. And I've had a number of women over the years. There's been a lot
Try
of
to
years.
impress you with red?
Well, well, I feel they think men are like a bull.
Yeah.
And if you
It
wear
attracts.
like red, like blood red lingerie, such a turnoff to me.
I did not know that.
Well, why would you?
Well, we've never talked about it till now. But I'm
Okay,
glad to
I think
know.
we're good. I think the point's been made. Bill does not like lingerie, let alone blood red lingerie, which I find that descriptor very telling. Marlaina,
I know you probably
give it
think
to
it's I think you probably think it's a metaphor for like menstruation or
It
something like that.
absolutely is. He will never have sex with a woman who is menstruating. I guarantee you he never has and he never will. Just my opinion.
You mean during menstruation? Because he definitely has had sex with women who are of a menstruating
Right,
age.
but I'm saying I don't think he would ever have sex with a woman who is in any way on her period during that time. Absolutely not.
Okay, well, I don't think he's with women long enough to even make it through a cycle, so that's probably what's happening.
Very funny.
So, as far as red lingerie goes, I have to agree with him. I don't like red anything. I mean, I know you think I only wear black and gray, and you're sort of right. I do wear white also, and sometimes blue. So Bill and I don't know. I think we're on the same page. I feel like if you looked in my closet and you looked in his closet.
This is one of the most fun interventions ever. Can we tell the troublemakers about what happened today before we started shooting? So you came in because we were assembling the props for the set, for the stage, for the Nerve Awards. And we've tried to order as much online as we can, but some things are just, a time crunch. And you had to go to Marshall's, and please take it from here.
I had to go to Marshall's and I had to get red. I had to get something.
No, say it. It's
I can say it.
Yeah, say it.
Oh, I had to get red lingerie. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Not only am I buying lingerie and I have really nothing else to get in this store, I have to so anyway, the point is I go up to the register and I'm just like, I put it down and then I'm like, it's like, here, I want this red lingerie and these chocolates. Like,
it's like back in the 70s when a dude was buying porn. He'd be like, actually, I just really want the gum. I was here for the gum.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to give you this one, Marlaina, because of your brave service to the Nerve for going in person into an outlet store and buying red lingerie, which I could only imagine was truly mortifying. I will give you that. Okay, my last piece of evidence as the cultural criminal prosecutor turned interventionist here, trying to get Marlaina off of her Bill Maher crush. Bill explains to Barbara Eden, who I believe is 91 or 96, the beloved American television actress Barbara Eden. He explains to her what OnlyFans is. And if this clip does not have him talking about masturbation, Marlaina, it's going to be reflected in your performance review. Here we go.
You know what OnlyFans, right?
You what?
OnlyFans? What that is?
Are you my only fan?
No, there's a whole organization, a whole website called OnlyFans.
Oh, no, I don't know about that.
No?
No.
Oh.
No.
Sit down.
Okay.
No, even deeper. Sit even lower.
Okay.
Because this
Okay.
this is
Here
going
I
to
am.
blow. This is not going to come as good news. Okay, well, I mean, it's a website that advertises as a place where people can do anything, show you how to cook or write poetry. It's women masturbating or showing their vaginas to men who are paying them electronically to watch them. And it's very, very popular, and millions of women. It's a big thing.
Hasn't it always been that?
No, not like this. I mean, there weren't millions of American women or go on Pornhub. There's just an endless amount of women.
Okay, we can stop it right
who are-
there. I think we've all suffered enough. Poor Barbara Eden. Marlaina, you still love Bill.
I
You
do, and
still
I'm
love
gonna
him.
defend him here. And actually, this goes against your theory that like he only feels sort of drawn towards women that are 30 years younger than he is. I mean, he's looking at a Barbara Eden that he used to look at a million years ago when she was on I Dream of Jeannie, and he still sees her through that lens. So he feels completely comfortable talking to a 900-year-old Barbara Eden.
Hey, there's only one 900-year-old woman around these parts, and it's Sarah Jessica Parker.
That's true.
But go on. I don't mean to cut you off.
I'm just saying, he's like an equal opportunity offender, which I'm into. And he, it looks like, his teenage crush was sitting in front of him and he got it all out, as it were.
So my counterpoint to that is I don't think there was anything other than his real attempt to humiliate her happening there, because she represents the kind of woman who in her prime, at the height of her fame and beauty, would never have given Bill Maher a second glance. And he knows it. And instead of hating himself for it, he hates Barbara Eden for it. And he kind of hates women for it. That was my reading. So
Well,
I guess we'll just...
We'll just leave it there because
Okay.
I have a few offerings for you when it comes to Bill Maher.
I can't wait. Let's do it.
We're going to flip this intervention into a recruitment ceremony.
Try it.
Okay. First up, Bill Maher. Let's see. What do we do? Bill Maher. He's not a misogynist. And I'm going to show you why in this clip we're going to see right now.
Here's lovely Nima in a coquettish little outfit that showcases the girl inside the woman inside the stifling female containment unit. It's first-class clothing for second-class citizens, and it shows off your curves in all the right places. The top of your head, your shoulders, and absolutely nowhere else. Dress it up for morning prayers, or dress it down for midnight stonings.
He is defending women. He is mocking that culture for what they do to their women. And he somehow has made it funny on top of that. Go.
I will tell you that is one of, I think, the funniest bits he's ever done. I remember watching it. I think, I don't know if that was part of his stand-up special or it was a real-time thing. I remember him doing something very similar on Real Time. I have always said I appreciate him as a lone voice. You know, there are very few. There's him. There was the late Christopher Hitchens. There is Richard Dawkins. Public figures who push back against radical Islam and the ways in which women are dehumanized. That I absolutely agree with. But I do hold that you can have a public face and a belief system about a specific group as a whole, and in your private world be a bit more complicated and perhaps not as respectful of women as I would submit. Those last 4 clips that I presented seem to be a searing indictment of that. You know, people contain multitudes, but while I love that clip and I love everything he's ever said about what radical Islam does to women, Ayan Hirsi, another was a frequent guest on his show, Real Time. Yeah, I can't square it, and that is the problem. That does not eradicate all that came before for me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you something else that might turn you.
You're not ready for a woman. You are not, so don't waste my time. You know, we've got a lot of growing up to do, and there are still, sadly, a lot of men who do not feel like they can be led by a woman. I think it's a bad attitude. I do. I mean, we said we weren't ready for a black president, and someone, I can't remember who, maybe she remembers, said maybe it just has to be the right one.
There you have it. He is ready
yes.
for a woman president as long as it's the right one. As with anybody, it has to be the right candidate. And he shares your thoughts on Michelle Obama.
Yes,
you guys
I
are practically BFFs.
I watched this and I loved it. I loved what he said. Again, he's one of those lone voices in the culture who isn't afraid that people are going to call him racist or sexist for saying that. I wish he had gone further and said Kamala wasn't it. She wasn't it. And by the way, neither is Michelle Obama. You know, but showing that clip actually reminded me of something else that does bother me about Bill and women in general. So he doesn't tend to have, and we should do this when his series returns. We should do a check of the last season, how many male guests and panelists he had on versus women, because it's very rare he's got women on that panel. But one of his frequent guests is Donna Brazile, who comes on every time, and all she does is flirt with him, which is ridiculous because we all know she's a lesbian. So she flirts with him, she winks, she makes stale, lame jokes, and she rarely goes deep. And I don't think she can go deep anymore. I think she's just flattened herself into someone who's like a media apparatchik. That's it. So, yeah, again, still none of that. You know, his willingness to pull the lever for a female president still doesn't erase for me telling abused women that the fault is theirs.
I'm not saying it eradicates it. I do think that Bill Maher may have missed his mark he did miss his mark in the whole abuse dialogue or monologue that he did. I still know what he was trying to say. He was saying that women are more empowered these days. It did not come across well because you're right, there are layers to abuse and that there's a whole psychological aspect that he didn't even pretend to visit in that. But we're not going to revisit that. What we are going to visit, though, is this next clip, which shows Bill Maher agreeing with yet again you, Maureen. Take 10.
That's what they call it now, go no contact. This belief that Trump voters, even if it's your own parents, are too deplorable for human contact and must be cut off. You know, like Scientologists do to suppressive people. A former speechwriter for Obama named David Litt wrote an op-ed this year called, "Is it time to stop snubbing your right-wing family?" where he admitted he'd had a change of heart and that was the wrong approach. So, of course, then the woke wing tried to banish him for breaking ranks on their policy of hating people who don't agree with you on everything. Because what fun is life if you're not cutting somebody off?
Okay, yet another bit he did, editorial he did, where I said, I fully agree. I fully agree. And to that point, to pick up Bill's thread, I'll never fully cut Bill off. It's a parasocial relationship. I don't know the guy, but I watch his show every week. And I do so because I find him a very, very, very talented communicator, a person who really does read and think and pushes provocative ideas, not for the sake of being provocative, which is rare in this culture, but because he really does believe them. And that for me is somewhat the heartbreak of Bill Maher. I think he should be smarter than this. And I think he should be more evolved than this. And I don't think that he's there. And I want him to be there. And you know why I want him to be there, Marlaina? Because I want him to be worthy of you.
Well, I think that I can bring him there. Because
Marlaina. This is a lesson we're supposed to learn in our 20s. You can't fix these guys. There's no fixing them.
Oh, I'm not a fixer. But I would definitely at the very least want to be in a friendship with Bill Maher. Yeah, definitely in a friendship with Bill Maher.
It's working. We're having some effect. This intervention has moved the needle a bit.
No, his 70-year-old body parts. I'm not trying to be ageist, so don't come for me. Are playing the role. But let me just do one more thing to make you understand. Please take 11.
Oh, isn't Kalila just scrumptious in this business casual abaya by Donna the Koran? It's a throwback pullover that says, I'm too sexy for my Shiite.
The puns.
Oh, well, you love a pun.
Yeah.
I see this for what it is. This is Marlena's public. It's her version of Rhea. She's signaling to one Bill Maher. Marlaina is brilliant with puns. Brilliant. She comes up with stuff so fast and so quickly, and it's always dead on. In fact, you named the Nervy Traveler. That was your name for our travel show.
And you added the hyphen. We are such. See, now you and I were meant to be friends.
Marlaina. Well, listen, this intervention, I think, you know, it's a slow but steady thing. Of course, we don't expect, you know, as they say, when anybody's trying to quit anything, I know as somebody who quit smoking, they say it takes about 5 tries. And that's exactly what it took me. 5 tries. So I think we're going to go slow with you here, but I do love the admission that we've now perhaps downshifted a little bit from the crush on Bill to the notion that a friendship with Bill would be a nice thing. Okay, listen, you were the one from day one who characterized this as a crush. Those were always your words. The word crush never came out of my mouth. Yeah, I never said, I just said, I love Bill Maher. It's like a lifelong thing. But, you know, love comes in different forms, Maureen. Okay.
All right, Marlaina. And I still think that, you know, Bill Maher and I think we could be friends. I think we could even share a wardrobe to some extent. I do like his his suit selection, and I think I could rock a suit like Bill Maher.
His
like
suits
a
are very well tailored. They're very well
suit.
tailored.
And I think I could write some of those lower thirds for him.
We all want the best food for ourselves and our families, but it's hard to know what is safe. Food labels can be misleading. Introducing Olive. Olive is the clean living shortcut on your phone. It's 100% independent, credible, and transparent. No brand pay to play. A simple scan on Olive looks beyond macros and marketing to flag ultra processing, additives, seed oils, and contaminants with a comprehensive database that you can trust. Proof, not promises. Olive recently completed the largest independent baby food study ever. 300 plus products tested for lead and arsenic in ISO accredited labs. Real tests, real results. Moms, has your baby's food been contaminated with lead? Scan with Olive to find out. If you are frustrated by reading confusing food labels and ingredients you can't even pronounce, try Olive. Listeners of The Nerve get an exclusive 7-day free trial. Try Olive. Scan your pantry. Make sure you're feeding your family the very best. Download Olive now in the App Store. Olive, 100% independent, credible, transparent. Scan, swap, exhale.